How would you like to conduct a bit of field research for me? I'd like to know what color the ladies of Uldar are wearing these days, especially on the Hustings Strip. Red, ever and always. Okay. Any color is perfectly fine for dressing, so as long as it comes off easily at the end of the night. Dude! I've only had a thing for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes and a dark brown. Okay, that was absolutely not helpful at all. Hello, everybody. Hello, friends. We are back, and this is gonna be, we're doing some dubiously side canon things. Are they canon to the story of Niledo Wiwaledo? Who's to say? Who's to know? But they are going to be entertaining at the very least. So we are going to be learning some more magic, some different class abilities, and learning how to be different classes. So the first step is we're going to learn how to be a Thaumaturgy. We're going to be a very slow caster now. So let's go. Welcome to the Thaumaturgy Guild. It is fate that has guided your steps here, hero, your friend. Within these hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught. Primeval magics, with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. If you would join our ranks about the power of Thaumaturgy, I urge you to seize this moment and confide in me your arcane ambitions. Yes. There truly was no other answer, was there? Lean closer now, and I shall whisper to you of Thaumaturgy's beginnings. Yeah. What say you then, adventurer? If you would plumb the abyssal depths of Thaumaturgy, our learned sages guide your descent. Before you leap into darkness, you must prove to our guildmasters that you are possessed of the spiritual fortitude necessary to look upon that which waits within. When you are ready to submit to the judgment of our most eminent mages, say the word. I am ready. Will you join our guild, or do you presume to ignore the urgings of impatient destiny? A wise decision indeed. To prepare for your initiation, I would have you study the volumes of fundamental thaumaturgical principle, all 108 of them. Or at least I would, if such requirements had not been abolished. Too great a deterrent to the fresh novices, they said. I suppose you shall just have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guildmasters. We have 5, you see, all brothers of the same house. Though they all wield supreme authority, it is the eldest who provides a singular voice for the guild when one is required. Mr. Cocobigo, I believe. Alright, let's go talk to the brothers. There's Kokobuki, Kokobezi, Kokobani, Kokoboha, and Kokobigo. Yes, fellow half-pints! What? Who? What? Oh, false teeth man. Did your mother never tell you not to startle a Thaumaturgy? Look at that expectant face, Kokobigo. This gentleman is obviously a new advocate for the guild, seeking audience with our eldest brother. Oh, prelate Yayake. She can recite the 307 verses of the funerary rites for the virtuous fallen, but the simple task of keeping our name straight seems ever beyond her grasp. Well, I, for one, find the constant confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, good sir. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake. It is our sibling Kokobuki with whom you should speak. What's this? Fall has let us a new aspirant? Ah, Kokobuki! Where were you here the entire time? Greetings, child. I am Kokobuki, the eldest, and I would venture to say the wisest, of the 5 masters of the Thaumaturgy Guild. It is my solemn duty to furnish our would-be initiates with a succinct understanding of our beloved art. Thus, I would have your fullest attention. To wield Thaumaturgy is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells far exceeds the destructive capability of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzards, somnolence. The Thaumaturgy calls upon an expansive arsenal of offensive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorcerer's teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such a power has a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst into the forbidding chasm of Thaumaturgy's secrets. For advancement in this art comes only with the completion of deadly and terrible trials. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the abyss in pursuit of power unrivaled? I am. A confident response. Your name, if you will. Very well, Nileto. Let us mark your initiation with 3 eminently practical gifts. My first gift to you shall be an addition to your hunting log, the names of such enemies that will prove suitable to your training as a thaumaturge. The second and third gifts are the scepter and shield, instruments you shall need to focus the destructive force of your will. Did you believe your initiation over, my dear disciple? We have only just begun. Take your new weapons in hand, and I will set you forth upon your first trial. All right. I'm nude. Okay, well, I'm not nude anymore. Alright. Well, first, instead of this scepter and shield, we're gonna go for a staff. We're gonna opt for the staff. So we're gonna need to grab that first. Then we wait. Alright. I need magic. Oh, we don't get access to the staff until later. All right. So level 5, we have to wait then. We have our first spell, Blizzard. Alrighty. Alright. Alright, what's your first task for me, sir? Ugabuki wishes to test the limits of your thaumaturgical aptitude. The central well complements the avid desire for destructive power written upon your features. Now, we shall complete your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star marmots, and stepping shrew inhabit this land of abundance. You basically go kick some ass. You see these destructive powers that I've just given you? Go kick some ass with them, please. go. Okay, we gotta go to Central Fanlin. This way. All right. There we go. Yes, unless we run into... Unless we run into the main problem of... My main complaint about the Thaumaturgy is that it takes a while to cast shit. Alright. There we go. Level up again. Aha! There we go. We gotta go this way. Stepping shrews. I'm already a level 4. Fantastic. I'm gonna put that right over here. Okay. We can bring that down here as well. There we go. All right. Hut, hup, hup. No Thank you. You have the satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished his foes. Niledo, I formally welcome you into the Brotherhood of Thaumaturges. The purpose of this trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding Thaumaturgy, an innate quality, the limits of which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Aether, the very stuff of life, exists within all living creatures to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, that is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. As your experience grows, so shall your reserves of thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might may also swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. Ooh. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, when next you crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. Yay! And before I do, I'm gonna go get myself a get myself a staff. Right. Excellent. Whoops, wrong way. Whoops, wrong one. Give me a staff. Whoops. Oh well. Alright. And now I have myself a staff. Alright. Now let's head back to the guild for our next mission. Whee! All the way back over here. Custom-made robe of casting. Your burgeoning power strains against the confines of your untried mortal shell. Another trial we must have. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within Thaumaturgy, the Yawning Abyss, a tome penned by the renowned thaumaturge Zozomaya. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter draught of defeat, will instruct you on a vital lessons to be gleaned from the 4 extensive chapters that comprise this exemplary work. Much shall you learn about the threats with which a protection of our art must contend. The first chapter, the threat of intimacy, falls within Kokobigo's purview. It is only fitting that one so averse to being approached should teach you the wisdom to be uncovered therein. Yes. No. I've been expecting you. Allow me to read to you the pertinent passages from the opening chapter of Zozomaya's Guide. Ahem. Oh, great. Here we go, the speech. The last part makes me queasy no matter how often I recite it. The lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit or stabbed or worse, you'll have a devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapon at your person. Thus, the wise Thaumaturge always strikes from afar. The further, the better. Now, let us proceed with your trial. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the Silver Bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for a vulture to swoop in to feed. That's when you ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells. Once you have slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve a generous slice of vulture meat for Fafafono. He doesn't mind us conducting trials so close to his shop, so long as he's properly compensated. Yes, and later we pay him in some mostly blasted bird flesh. I mean, if it works, it works. I'm not gonna question it. So we need to go... Oh, okay. You have to go not too far. First we sprint. All right. Off we go. Oh, whoops. Went too far. Dried fish. There we go. Oh, we gotta go to Fafafono, right. Here you go, sir. You're a fish. You're a bird. You're done making use of my testing grounds, are you? Cough up the fee, then. There's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Thaumaturgy. Did you say Thaumaturgy? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you back out to our bazaar this fine afternoon? The gentleman here just slew himself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by beak and talon. And that's not the sort of flesh that we have a taste for, you understand. My brothers, not again! That was odd. Back to Ula we go. Alright. Then we do to the Thaumaturgy's Guild. Ugh. Welcome back, Niledo. You seem to have done well, both eyes intact, face appears untreaded. It truly is the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials, if you ask me. Keep well away from pointy, slashy, bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's common sense. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist distressed by my deadly downpour. We thaumaturgists excel at offense, but fail miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knights and dead mages. Niledo, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerous destruction. Uh-oh. So it's true, Buki. Don't try to hide from me, Bigo. Or you, Bonnie, or Bezzy, or Boha. Coco Busi, what are you doing here? I'm sorry, your name is Coco Busi? Coco Busi. You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Busi, but Leto here was most insistent. Once again, you brushed me aside in the hope that I abandoned my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate you, all of you. Wait, Busi. You shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Bigo is. That was Kokobusi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a thaumaturge like the rest of us. But it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's aetheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had convinced him to accept Fate School quirks when he entered the Alchemist's Guild, but yet he yearns to walk the path of thaumaturgy. Such is Kokobusi's dedication. determination when he spends all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this obviously is not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young Thaumaturgy, and I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible. That sucks. I have my own robes now. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Let's go. Additional effect underhead, graded by gaining astral fire or umbral eyes from an unexpected state. Okay. Hold. There were quests that we can partake. We'll go with this. Preoccupied with his studies, but his brow is furrowed in a way that cries out for help. I am Erasmus of the Order of Nalthal, and I am charged with studying the anatomy of this region's fauna and the environs in which they dwell. For the dark art of our order is death itself, and power over death can come only through knowledge of life. One day I shall publish my findings in a single, all-comprehensive volume, The Many Breaths of Thanalin. But there is much work to be done before that day. Aid me, brother. Bring me 5 bottles of Mammoth blood, and perhaps I shall name you in a footnote. Mammoth's, yeah. Alright. And we also have some other quests to grab as well. We're gonna grab a couple different quests here. Back to the plaza. There we are. Jajakuta. Alright. Assistants, tell me, what brings you here, friend? Looking for a bit of work, perhaps? Some small job to add a little weight to the coin purse of yours? Well, you're in luck. Pugilists have just placed an order with me for several of the leather gloves and harnesses they use for sparring. But the traders are cruel, for I find myself lacking the hide required. What did I had the pelts of a few snapping shrews? What say you, friend? Care to help a merchant down on his luck? Bring me 5 snapping shrew pelts, and I promise to make it worth your while. You can find the creatures roaming around. Yeah. Alright. And then there's one in here. Motivational speaking. Wow. Hey, you. I saw you looking at me. You got something to say? Huh? Well, no? Well, I do. You know Didi Lada? Short, broke, never pays what he owes? Yeah, that bleeding whoreson. Tell him to pay up, or I swear by the 12 I'll beat him so hard it'll feel like a second coming of Dalamud. If I see that little shite's face, I'll end up pounding him into a bloody pulp like as not. So you go and tell him. Will do. Let's go threaten Didi Lada. Hello, sir. I am here to threaten you. Gods be good. Gelthar's goon. Alright. I'll give back every gil I owe, I swear. But no more meetings, I beg you. Easy peasy. Look, I haven't got the gil on me, but I do have this ring. Ain't much to look at, but it'll sure fetch a high price. It was me dear departed mom's wedding ring. God rest her soul, but she'll understand. Okay, so we just gotta go. We gotta go take his ring to be appraised in the Thaumaturgy Guild. Fantastic. What a coincidence. Like it's not. Greetings, adventurer. What brings you to Oz and Thaumaturgy? I need this ring appraised. Wish to sell this heirloom on behalf of the Dada. Very well. It's most unfortunate as our drastic measures must be taken. And doubly so when the item in question is a fake. And such a gaudy, poorly wrought one. Also, you do know that our appraisals are not free. Normally, this fee is subtracted from the agreed value. Alas, considering the negligible value of the ring, I'm afraid you would still owe us. However, this is a rather unusual circumstance. We shall waive the fee this once. No need to concern yourself with the bauble. I will personally see to its disposal. Oof. That sucks. Alright, next. I had enough of her poor husband, of his poor work ethic, and needs someone to whip him into shape. How can the authority demand such exorbitant contributions every single moon? It's outrageous, I tell you. Don't they understand that a woman has the needs? How do they expect me to pay for rouge and sun-silk dresses, and to feed my marmot? Oh, if only I had the foresight to marry a more ambitious man. This is all his fault. If he just worked harder and showed some initiative, surely he would be rewarded, maybe even promoted. If things don't improve, it won't be long before I join the beggars in Pearl Lane. Save me from this cruel fate, I beg you. Speak with my husband, Bobonima, and find some way to motivate him. You can find him at the Colosseum entrance wearing one of those ridiculous outfits. Will do. I'm Bobonima. Congratulations, you found the world's worst husband. That is, if you believe that harpy I have for a wife. She never cooks, she never cleans, she just gallivants around spending my hard-earned money. And now I see she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers. Well, if you're hell-bent on meddling in my affairs, you can assist me by taking some of these Franz the Fair flyers and posting them on the walls inside the Colosseum. I've got a long night ahead of me standing out here, so I won't be getting to it anytime soon. When you finish, go tell Vulcan at the Gladiators Guild. He should give you something for your trouble. Will do. Sprint. Do. Wymond. So, how are you taking the old Auntie Leto? Eh? How do I know your name? Information is my stock in trade, venturer. You'll be amazed by what I know. Long as you're here, I'm really happy you can do me a favor and take this missive to Josias at the Platinum Mirage. It's just over yonder, and the man will even give you some gil for your trouble. If only all work in the city was this easy, eh? Alright. I go back again. Do you have business with the Platinum Guild Barrage this evening? I have this. A missive from Wyman. Alright then, let's have a look. Bird is barren, but the hounds feast. So it goes. Oh, this? Well, you see, the guild is often contracted to provide protective services Unfortunately for this particular petitioner, Woman's investigation has revealed his finances to be wanting. Maybe adventurers like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 mouths to feed, so this bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. Next up, help me. Help me, Lord of the Dance. Psst, you there? Yes, darling, you. They say you're the fellow to follow. Name is Pomolman. And I earn my keep as a dancing girl in these markets. Aye, it's a living, and a good one. But it's not exactly what I set out to be when I've been farewell to the mudflats. I know. Isn't that the way the tail curls? Still, I should like to be one of those dancers, Dexter. You know, the sort they engage for the ground balls. To be a dancer of craft, not to be a wiles, and keep company in the highest society. Of course, if I'd have to learn a proper sort of dancing, less shimmy, more stately. And that's where you come in, darling, because I've got a quarry for you to track down. They say a dancing master named Gileno is in town. All the highborn ladies are aflutter wanting to take lessons with him. He's the best, that's the word. This is my chance to be something finer than many of the minks. Go to the steps of Thal and ask about for him. Will you? Alright, we got no other things to do, so we're just gonna go ahead and go in. Alright. You. Master Gileno? Oh, it's lovely when he teaches, but straight is the gate. My good sir, he is very choosy about whom he teaches. You must dance for him and show some innate quality. Why, he wouldn't even accept Master Gegaruju's diamond-crusted crumpet, as he was quite the danseuse already. Alright. In the meantime, we've got some posters to display. Alright. Friends the Fair. Whoops. There we go. You up in Bomonima? Well, ain't that charitable of you. Fran's gotten pretty popular of late, and his fans keep stealing these flyers and taking them home as souvenirs. So you've met Bobonima's wife. Now I understand. Sorry to hear you got caught up in all that. If you ask me, they're made for one another. Not that it's my place to judge, mind. In the road, we appreciate the help. Yay! There's some ladybugs. Carried your ass in here looking for work, eh? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens I have a deed that needs doing. Wild ladybugs have been wreaking bloody havoc in the outskirts of town. Something's in the air of late made them ornery as an aurochs in rut. Ain't much for fighting on their own, but in numbers they're more than that. Freddy Merchant who's seen it more days at the teat than he has on the battlefield. What will it be? Fancy putting down 4 or so of the bloody buggers, or don't you? Will do. Whoops. Zazariku. Have you come to wish me luck? I appreciate the thought, but there's no need to worry. What? You don't know who I am? The next biggest thing that's coming to the Colosseum. Zazariku is my name, and you'll be hearing about all my exploits in the coming days. I've even thought of a title for myself. The Garnet Gladiator. Which reminds me. I intend to collect the circle commission from the Goldsmiths Guild. You wouldn't mind picking it up for me, would you? I'm heading that way anyway. Genevieve. What have you done? Your kind has no business even look at a lady such as I. I'm sorry, what? Such shocking, unbelievable insolence. And now look at how my gill is scattered across the ground. Pick it up right this instant. Yeah, sure, whatever. Alright. Sorry about that. Here you go. My gill, now. My gill, now. There had better be not missing. Yeah, what do you take me for? This appears to be everything. What are you still staring at? Are you offering some kind of reward? The insolence. Okay. Alright. Let's see here. Okay, seriously? Oops. Oh, there you are. Of course I know where Master Gilino is. Don't you see these ropes on my roses on my cheeks? And the so drooping my supple carriage? I've just come from practice. If you're wondering who the belle of the ball is to be next moon, with Master Gilino taught me, I have no doubt that I'll dazzle the masses. Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Do the stretch. Alright. Okay. 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 Alright. Oh. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm sorry, guys. Oof. Are you yet another one of Master Gideon's camp followers? So cute. You know he's from Querthus, don't you? Travels the world teaching the art of the dance. They say he was the youngest dancing master ever to leap the lands. That he had a large estate, a fine stable, and a coat of crown stable. Why would anyone leave all that is beyond me. But when I think to that, it gives me shivers, you know. Why, if he weren't leaving Walter today, I'd consider permitting him the pleasure of my person. Oh, don't look so shocked. Mayhap when he returns. Okay. There you are. Master Gileno, I am he, and that you are an adventurer is apparent, but what business brings an adventurer to a dancing master, I wonder? At that, you will not answer with no question where no question has been asked. It is the feet that must persuade, not the tongue. Now dance for me. Whoops. Oh, I need to be level 14? Oh, dear Lord. Okay, we do have some other stuff to do over here as well. Ooh, and we need to go to the bathroom in a minute. Zazariku's circlet? Just a moment, sir. Oh dear, this is so embarrassing. I'm afraid crafting the circlet to Zazariku's exact specifications has proven somewhat difficult. We ran out of garnets halfway through our work, and we are still waiting on the next shipment. I hate to oppose. Would you explain the situation to a crooked half at the Manners Guild? Records indicate that he was supposed to deliver the gemstones yesterday. May happen to his mind. Will do. Whew. Real quick, I am going to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Let me just get myself situated here again. Alright, so we need to go to the Miners Guild. Bum 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 bum. Oh, and while we're here, what could be keeping her? My beloved Yellow Moon and I promised to meet at this very spot, but 2 bells have passed and I've not heard a word from her. Gods, I hope she's alright. As I wish to go off and find her, I simply cannot. What if she were to come in my absence? Please, would you search for her in my stead? It's possible she's somewhere in the near the Weaver's Guild. She always enjoyed watching the... Hold on. Get she back. By the gods, do you think she's left you for someone more dapper? I try not to look like a bumpkin, but I have no mind for fashion. Oh dear. Well, first let's do what we came here for. Oh. I have a mind to drain a pint, so hurry and speak your business. She wants how many bloody garnets? 7 hells, man. They don't grow on trees. More than that, this lad, what fancies himself the next Franz affair, ought to worry less about style and more about swordplay. Here, I'll do my part to ensure the little bastard gets bedecked in all the goddamn garments he can afford. And if he dies in his first fight, well, at least he'll leave a pretty corpse. Done. Off we go. Next stop to the Weaver's Guild. You're got to be good. Just look at me. This hair, this outfit, they don't match at all. I look atrocious. What was I thinking? Oh, I can't let Mr. Snow see me like this. Maybe that last tunic was best after all. Oh no. Perhaps the blue? But Mr. Snow was waiting for me, and I haven't anything to wear. Oh no, 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 this doesn't match at all. Oh, I can't let him see me like this. What's a girl to do? Okay. Aethelwine appears vexed by his work at the Weaver's Guild and is in need of a helping hand. Something in a cream. Oh, whatever shall I do? This dress. I can't seem to finish it. Oh, the design is flawless, absolutely flawless, of that I have no doubt, but I simply cannot settle on a color for the life of me. How would you like to conduct a bit of field research for me? I'd like to know what colors the ladies of Ul'dah are wearing these days, especially on the hustings strip. And when you're finished, please call on Liuku at the Alchemist Guild. The woman is a wizard with dyes. Have her cook up whatever color you find is most popular. Oh, hi. Find yourself in a trouble loss for manpower. If it is work you seek, the Weaver's Guild welcomes you. Indeed, your timing is impeccable. A soiree is to be held with all of the law's elite in attendance. Once the invites went out, the orders came in, and that with a fury. Every lord and lady from Cape Deadwind to the Cinderfoot is demanding the latest fineries. I need hands, and I need them now, and I cannot spare the time to go off in search of them. Would you care to aid us, friend? I ask no more than you welcome to our doors any willing souls you might find. Come, let us see how you fare. Show me your earnest welcome. Will do. Excellent. I dare say I would work for you myself. Now, hurry off. We need those people. Will do. Operation Welcome Wagon is a go. Welcome! Work at the Wizards Guild? I'd be wrong if I said I wasn't interested. Might I go inquire further? Welcome! Weavers are recruiting. Finally my chance to become a famous designer. Welcome! Weaving work? Take a look at me, friend. I'm a bloody guard, and on duty no less. Move along now. Welcome! I appreciate the offer, but I must refuse. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stitching and whatnot. Welcome! So the Weavers need help, do they? Sorry, friend, I'm all set for coin. Alright. Well, so it's all that matters is that you considered it. Run, 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 run. Back into the shop I go, hop. Ha! You returned. Well, how did you fare? 2 potential recruits, you say? Welcome news! I only hope their zeal for fashion will show in our efforts for the guild. What we do here may seem all silk and satin, to be sure, but the work within these walls is far from easy. And that, I suppose, our trade is not unlike any other. Alright, onward we go. Popular color of late. So I'd have, but first I'd have to say red. Okay, so that's 1 for red. It's 1 for red. Any color is perfectly fine for dressing, so as long as it comes off easily at the end of the night. Dude! I was asking seriously, but come on. Show a little class. And then we have to go up the stairs. So we got 1 for red. Favorite color, go. Green. Alright. So we got green. We got 1 for red, 1 for green. Black. We got 1 for green, 1 for red, 1 for black. Yellow. Okay, we got 4. We got 1 for red, 1 for green, 1 for black, 1 for yellow. Green, red, black, and a yellow. What do you got? White. Okay. Well, there's never a shortage. That means it's not popular. On our old ladies. Okay, okay. So, okay, red, green, black, yellow, and white. Okay. Red, green, black, yellow, white. I've always had a thing for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes and a dark brown. Okay, that was absolutely not helpful at all. So that one was absolutely not helpful. I'm looking for solid colors here, my dude. That does not count. Red, ever and always. Okay. So red is the most popular color. So the color is red. Then you'd belong. Well, what color is it to be then? 2 votes for red, 1 vote each for green. A vote for a motley of red and green overlay represented of purple, purple and dark brown. It means a resounding victory, but I suppose red is chubby. Alright. Thank you. New version of the test of revolutionary new medicine. Yes, yes, yes! At last, my work is complete. Mark my words, this formula will revolutionize alchemy as we know it. With just a sip of this tonic, even raging fevers will be instantly extinguished. But I must needs test it, adventurer. While I produce more, I bid you take this badge to Pearl Lane, to a man there named Landibert. He is trusted by the other refugees. Persuade this Landibert to take my tonic and give it to his people. I require nothing in exchange. After all, if it is truly effective, it'll be a tremendous boon to the advancement of the alchemic arts, and mankind at large. So you need people to be guinea pigs, unknowing guinea pigs. Great. And we gotta go to Pearl Lane, okay. To the Weaver's Guild we go. Ba-da-bum. 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 Oh, hush. Oh, hush. I want more attention. I want more attention. Alright, sir. Medicine for the sick. Here you go. Ah, we're not fools, boy. We don't fool well what that bastard anyone is up to. But we'll accept his medicine nonetheless. Look at us. Beggars can't be choosers. Might be as it's a mere experiment to him, but to us it's a matter of life and death. If we've got to choose between this bastard's swill and nothing at all, is it really a choice? If you come here by choice, and few are still bearing medicine, your kindness shouldn't go unrewarded. This vase is important to us, but I want you to have it. It's just some old pottery, I know, but it might be valued by collectors of cultural artifacts. There are men who are willing to pay good coin for such objects. If you go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, chances are you'll find one of them. Off we go! Welcome, welcome! What might a discerning gentleman like yourself be looking for today? I need to appraise this vase. Permit me to examine this vase of yours. I hope you did not spend too much coin on this trash. A flood of like items brought in by refugees has destroyed what demand once existed. The markets are fickle, my friend. If you lose sight of current trends, you stand to lose everything, as I once did. Market wards once bore my name, until fate and hubris reduced me to this. For your sake, pray that you do not have to learn this lesson the same way I did. Well, that sucks. Alright. Can you stop? I'm giving you attention. I'm giving you attention. Go, go. Go on. No, I'm not giving you more attention right now. I want more attention. I want more. Alright, we're gonna have to give it. We're gonna have to postpone that one. Central Finland, Western Finland, and Western Finland. So we're gonna have to start at Central Finland. Alright. You over here. Alright. Right, let's do this. There we go. Fire. There's that done. Now, we're gonna need some snapping shrews. Okay. Bonk. More snapping shrews. We must massacre more. Level 7. Alright, now we go back, we go on to Western Finland. Geronimo! All right. We need to take out these ladybugs anyway for our Thaumaturgy log entry. Alright, we need one more. It's supposed to be some up here. Haha. There we go. Return to the steps. Alright, first. Here you go. Here is your blood, sir. Yes, this shall serve nicely. By virtue of your toil, I am one step closer to publishing the many breaths of Fenlin. Thank you. Take this as recompense. Go now, and may the traders smile upon you. Alright, that's gonna be... We're gonna grab the eye patch for later. Next. Off we go. Back already, are you? Come, let's see what you've brought. These shrew pelts. Exceptional. These are fine pelts indeed. Well done, my friend. Viewless skills among my largest clients. I fear what would have come to pass had this order been delayed any longer. Take this. You've more than earned it. Yay! And we gotta go to the Gladiators Guild. Run! Like One Piece, are you? It's about bloody time. I admit, you look as though you just picked up a sword yesterday, but you handled yourself well enough. I'll give you that. And here, I'll give you this as well. Ain't worth a night in Old Al's finest pillow house, but I'm sure you'll find a use for it. And then we'll grab that. There we go. Alright. So, in order for us to do any of our duties here, we need to be at least level 15. Great. Well, let's work on our hunting log then. We'll work on our hunting log and our Immortal Flames log, shall we? Alright. First up, we need Cactuar, which is, I believe, in, Western Denland. So we just need to go back the way we came. Cactuar, time to kick your asses. Hope. 3. Then we gotta go to this. We're still in Western Finland. Hammerley, we gotta go over this way. Oh, side quest. Where the heart is. Oh yes, basically it's going to be where the living district for all the Ulda people can go. This is basically just a housing quest. We'll do that real quick. We got time. Why not? Yeah. Journey to the Goblet. Off we go. We'll just go to a random one. First ward. Yep, this is the goblet. Yep. Alright, back we go. Alright. Oh. There we go. Yay! Recognition of a chocobo. You there? Yes, you. An adventurer, are you not? You travel about Eorzea slaying beasts and finding treasure, that sort of thing? I have need of help. I must travel to Horizon where my cargo awaits, but my chocobo slugger won't move an ilm. I've tried to have a closer look, but I saw a pile of antennae protruding from his feathers and lost my nerve. Alright. Examine slugger. Yeah, I gotcha. we go. So it says thank you, and you have my thanks as well. Alright. Onward. Let's see. Yeah, I think we've reached a good spot for now. We'll be doing more grindage and having some more fun with the various dubiously canon quests of Mileto Wibaledo. But with that in mind, I hope you all have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and you all stay safe out there, okay?